going live just a couple minutes early. This may end up being kind of a shortish live, maybe like a half hour, because my phone's a little low on battery, and I came home to charge it, and for some reason it doesn't seem to want to take a charge. So, um, I've had it on the I've had it on the charger for like an hour and a half, and I literally gained like 3% charge. So, not sure what's going on there, guys, but we'll go till we can't. Ah, hey, how's it going? Welcome everybody. Thanks for stopping by and joining the live here. Thought I'd show you a couple things I've been working on. My initial plan was to do some work on Dogtown, but um, or on Dogtown Ag here, but we got a ton of rain today, and so we have a little bit of a water problem. And so I've been trying to like squeegee the water out of the other side, which is where the parts uh, for what I want to work on Dogtown are. So I guess won't be able to work too much on Dogtown tonight, unfortunately. But I can show you some custom stuff I've been working on, and we can answer questions and all that sort of fun thing. So you should build more custom trucks and sell them. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do some custom trucks for the summer shows here. Not the summer show, but the summer shows that we go to. Um, I've got a, I don't know. I picked up some dually drivers and some things like that. I've I want to put some more service beds and things like that on them. Because I'll be honest, I haven't really utilized my service beds that I have printed too much, and I don't know. That seems like something I should do a little more of. Things have been kind of um, I don't know. Things have been nuts lately. It's, I guess. Um, how am I? It's honestly like I'm just gonna be completely honest. It's been a rough week. Um, I don't know. It just is right now. Like I don't know. I'll get through it, and doing this live will help. Get a talk tractors to some people and stuff. But it's been a rough week. Um, I don't know. It's just the way it is, I guess. So, uh, anyway, I don't know. Let's talk about some tractors and stuff. And if you guys have any questions, fire away, of course. I will answer the best I can. You should customize a 7R. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think that would be a fun custom to do. I've done a 7810 before. I'm actually going to do another 7810 pretty quick here. I hope. I got some cab glass from Aaron Jensen for his he's printing some clear cab glass. I'd like to put my steerable front end on a 7810. Just dress one up. Maybe kind of make it. Uh, I don't know. How do I put it? Make it sort of the best 7810 I can do, and then I can stick it on the shelf because we had a real 7810, and one of the first tractors I ever drove was a 7810. I mean, I don't know. I was saying it's probably like the third or fourth tractor I ever drove. So it was pretty fun. I always liked that tractor anyway. Excuse me, got the hiccups all of a sudden. Are you going to get one of the new Elmer's Grain Masters? Yes, I am. Um, I've actually got some reserve from our friends over at B&B Farm Toys. I just have to go pick them up. It's like a 2.5 hour drive, and I don't know. Things have been, I don't know, challenging lately. So it's been hard to get away and do that. Today would have been a great day, actually, um, because it rained all day. But I had other things I wanted to take care of first. So uh, work comes first, I guess, for now. So here are some new bins. What do we call these? Tanks. I don't know. Chem tanks, water tanks, whatever that I've been kind of working on. I painted these up black. I don't know. I call this sort of round top. I don't know because you can see it's kind of half round up there. It looks pretty cool. And then this one's a little bigger. Uh, flat top. And then we got this guy. Ooh, I forgot to hollow him when I printed him. He's heavy. um, And then we've got this guy. So once I get some inventory built up, I'll make those available if anybody's interested in those. And if you're not interested in them, well, I get that too. It's totally cool. There's a little different style. You see all sorts of things around real farms or real fertilizer co-ops and things like that. So I don't know, I just want to bring some new stuff to market. So think you'll be planting by May this. Yeah, I honestly don't know. um, I mean, holy cow! Is it just a nightmare of a spring? Yeah, I honestly don't know if we'll have any corn in the ground by May or not. It's supposed to rain. Supposed to quit raining tonight, allegedly, and then dry for a few hours tomorrow. Then it's supposed to start right back up. So, I mean, what a mess. Deere 7 Series tractors have always been the best looking between the six. Yeah, I don't know that I disagree with that there, Chris. I think the 7 Series tractors are darn nice looking tractors for sure. I like it. Hey, Scott. Oh, it's going. It's going. It's been a week. But, we're here talking tractors, so life is good. Do I know anyone that makes S680 mirrors? Oh, that's a great question. Um, hmm. I don't know. Let me think about that. I'm not sure. Might be able to find some on Shapeways. I don't know. That might be the place to look. Get any chance to work on the 7788? In fact, I have. So I took one of the international donor tractors apart and I stripped it all down because I just thought I better shoot just one color of paint over the whole thing because I don't know. It seems like the IH red that I use, which I get here locally. I don't know. Like it seems like it's I don't know. I don't want to say more red, but it's slightly different than like Ertl IH red, if that makes any sense. I think it looks better than Ertl IH red personally. So yeah, that tractor is stripped, and I don't know, like kind of building for myself is on hold for a little bit here for probably a few weeks, but I'll get back on it. I hope pretty quick. I'm currently working on some of those welding squares. I got a 12-inch one to print decently. Sweet. That's cool. Do you like the new John Deere Prestige tractors? Yeah, I think they're pretty nice. Hope I can do some videos on them pretty quick here. Um, but yeah, they're 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 nice. They did a pretty dang good job on those tractors. Now I want to see them do that with Case IH. So that would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. Ertl like stepped it up with this series. I think it seems like, especially the 4-wheel drive. I think it looks fantastic. So, front end loaders. Oh, front end loader on one of those would look pretty cool. That would be pretty sweet. That'd be kind of a fun custom to do. I bet. Um, hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. We always use like we used to use a 4020 for our loader tractor, but now we use a 6420. I almost said 6410. It's a 6420. And it's in the shop right now because reasons. I don't know. It's being weird. So if you guys are on Instagram, you probably saw what's up, Landon? You guys probably saw this fella that I'm working on. Um, dual exhaust, dual intake, throw some tracks on there. What the heck? You might as well kind of be goofy and have some fun with some leftover parts that you have. So I was thinking about maybe cutting this hitch out and putting on a realistic hitch. Although I don't know, I might just leave it the way it is. You will notice though, with the tracks, this hitch sits pretty low. Um, like if I don't know if how well you can see compared to these two. Like I'll say there's a complete hitch width difference between the two. So so um, this is kind of lowrider on the rear end, which is kind of weird. Because I don't know, from the side, like it looks pretty good. Like I don't think it looks like it's sitting wrong or anything like that. But certainly, if you look at that hitch, it's a little low. So putting duals and loader on your 7R, nice. So I don't know. Anyway, that's that guy. Of course, I had to fabricate the exhaust pipes and that come out of the motor and all that stuff. I mean, that's super easy stuff to do. Yeah, I like that too. I actually thought maybe I would just build that up and take it to a show and sell it, but I don't know. That may just have to stay here. I don't know. Oh, it would look good on a mocktail, wouldn't it? Hmm. that all right. We're gonna have to. Well, let's just try it. We're here. We've got a panther, or yeah, this is a panther, and we've got a mocktail. Let's just find out. I guess I can probably do this number here. Okay, the hitch pin is not going to work because of the angle there, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's neat. What did you use to build your shop with? I actually didn't build this shop, but it's made of styrene. It's all styrene. You can get the corrugated styrene for your siding. Everything else is just styrene strips and beams put together. Pretty straightforward stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to get some pictures of that in the field a little bit later once I get my water situation fixed here. Hey, what's up, Colton? How are you? I do like this guy a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and put this pin back in so that I don't lose it. Someday there's going to be a market for pins for SpecCast implements. I swear, because I don't know about you guys, but I feel like there's a high chance of losing those down the road. I do think this is a Cougar. I think it turned out pretty good. It's got the big rice and cane duals on there. Technically not the correct rims or wheels, whatever you want to call them, but sometimes technically not correct is okay as long as it looks cool. And I think it does. And then this guy, I went with kind of some bigger floaters on it just for fun. And then I actually I painted the hood flat black, and I actually have run some hydraulic lines, which I still need to do. Actually, you know what? I don't need to do that on that because on these, it's actually I need to build the hydraulic box back here. So we'll get to it. I have a collection of hitch pins. Yeah, it's I should just start putting them in a drawer, probably, and that way when I need one, I know where it's at versus having it on my shelf and moving it back and forth uh, with the implement. Because like I said, I'm gonna lose those things eventually. I did this. I don't know. Some of you guys may or may not have seen those. This I 3D printed a high detail rear end for a Case IH quad track. I just there's plenty of um, there's plenty of John Deere high detail parts, but there's not plenty of Case IH high detail parts. So I thought that was a chance for me to kind of do something fun there. Did I get the? Actually, I do have the Wildcat pretty much figured out. It's painted. Paint looks good. Need to add some cab glass, and I painted. What is this? This is my second repaint. I don't know. It's been painted a couple times. And there was kind of a spot on the hood that was giving me some trouble, and it turns out what I ended up having to do was like strip it right back down to bare metal, because I'm using some parts from C&D models to make the tractor, and I think there was like I don't know, I don't want to call it machine oil, but there was something that even though I cleaned it with my naphtha thinner to like clean my surface, I don't think it came off. Because even after I stripped the paint off, there was like I don't know some discoloration, I think is what I would call it, of the metal. And so it kept causing a little trouble with the paint on the hood. So I got it now, though. I think we'll see. Like I said, it's I haven't been building hot and heavy right now because I just have some stuff going on, and it's been a mess of a couple weeks. So how are things in Illinois? Very, very wet. That's the best way to put it. I mean, it is absolutely soaking wet here. I don't know how much rain we got today, but it was a bunch. And I mean, it just, we will get one dry day and then it just rains. It's something crazy. So, yeah, I don't know, those gold co ops, they're out there. That's the thing. Like, it's not that, you know, I don't want to say that they're abundant, but they, you can find one if you want one of those gold co-ops. I mean, I've got one here. Um, every case came with one of the gold co-ops. Um, so, out of every 12 tractors, one was gold, I guess is the best way to put it. It's not like the new versatiles that came out, these guys. Um, there's a dusty version, which is there's a bunch of. And then there's like the red chrome version, which there's like 50 of. Now 50 is rare. But I don't know. The gold co-ops are neat, and I mean I'm glad I got one. I mean I bought a whole case of co-ops and I got one. But I just think I don't know, like there's enough of them. I don't expect them to end up in like the $300 range or anything like that. I think if you hang out and kind of wait. I would expect those to settle in at like maybe the $60 price range or 70. They're like if you kind of keep an eye on a lot of the chasers, there's a bit of a wave to them. Like when they first release, they kind of go crazy, like they get super expensive, but then that price kind of starts coming down, especially some of the big dealers. They'll kind of sit on those a little bit, it seems like, and I think because they think they're gonna make a ton of money later. Well, then you find out stuff like the gold co-op, um, a lot of the chrome version of this, the red chrome, the black matte black version of this, things like that, those tend to come down in price a little bit over time. And I always kind of, if I don't get one in a case, I always kind of wait it out if I want one. And usually you can end up with one for, fairly reasonable. I think the most I've ever paid for a chaser is, I think I paid 120 or 125 for a gold big bud a few years ago. So I think, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah, there is no corn in the ground here. I mean, just none. I don't know of anybody that has planted in our county yet. So, I mean, it's wet. Picked up a 132nd case 5240. Nice. I saw I saw Tad's comment, TNC tractors. Check his YouTube channel out. It's fun. It's good stuff. He does reviews on stuff. He collects like a lot of four-wheel drives and things like that, and he's been hot and heavy on Case IH stuff. So he does really cool stuff. I always enjoy watching his videos. So you guys should definitely check that out. I saw him comment that Ertl, TNC Toy Tractors. That's who I was trying to say. I saw him comment that Ertl should redo the 9190. I agree. I would love to see the 32nd scale 9190. I've always wanted one, never have gotten one. And then I guess I don't have a Steiger Tiger handy, but if you guys, I'm sure you guys know the Steiger Tiger that Ertl brought out for the National Farm Toy Show is just a Case IH 9190, or I guess vice versa. So they could do a 64 scale 9190. I've made a bunch of custom ones out of the Tigers, but um, I don't know. It's one of those things like like it makes so much sense. So maybe Ertl won't do it. I don't know. Maybe they're just waiting for the right time. I think Ertl has overdone it on the chaser tractors. I kind of agree with that. Um, I kind of agree with that. I think they've overdone it a little bit. I don't think you're off there. Is that a white Arctic behind the Ford pickup? Okay, here's a Ford, a white. These are, I don't know, these are Kim totes? Is that what we're looking at? This is a That's oops, sorry. That's a fuel tank. Or are we talking about what's in the bed, which is some tubing, tubing, tile tube or whatever that actually needs painted. Just haven't got around to doing it yet. Oh, the white. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I was thinking color white. Yeah, there you go. There's a white. Um, so that is the what is that? The AT 1400 or whatever they call those. So it's the same as the Mini and the Oliver, and this has custom tires on it. A buddy of mine did those tires. I think they're off of a Green Light monster truck actually, but they look pretty sweet, right? On the that, and then he did. So I got both of these from him at Lafayette, and yeah, that's. I think both of those are pretty awesome. I like them anyway, and I'm not a big singles guy. I like duals and triples or tracks, but those really caught my eye. Oh yeah, thanks Colton. I like the chrome rims on the Steiger too. I don't know why. I just that's usually if I do a Steiger, and especially if it's probably if it's going to be for myself, I'm probably going to do a chrome rim on it. Just because I like the way they look. I think it's cool. Yeah, the old cat wheel loader, you bet. Looking to buy a 116 scale John Deere 9RX, yay or nay? Um, I would love to get one of the 9RXs that have the poly tanks on the back. I have one of the 9Rs with the round fenders. So, um, yeah, they're a nice tractor for sure. And I could see myself adding one down the road. So, can't find a 116 scale case IH 20th anniversary. Yeah, those kind of dried up a little bit, didn't they? Um, the anniversary tractor. So that's kind of odd. But yeah, so here's the cat wheel loader. This thing's cool, right? Like I don't know, got it off of eBay. Uh, yeah, I think it's cool. I weathered it up, of course, because I thought it needed to look a little run down. So hey, Jerry, appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, so this just came off of eBay. I can't remember the name. I can't remember the name of the company I got it for. I can go back and look and tell you guys, or shoot me a message. I'll go back and look for you. Did you get anything from the Toy Farmer auction? I did not. A lot of that stuff was out of my price range for sure. So no, I didn't get anything off that auction. Would have loved to have had a lot of it, but wasn't meant to be. Oh man, that would be awesome. I would love to see some forestry stuff in the 164 scale. Yeah, that would be super cool. I gotta feel like there's a market for that out there, but I mean I'm sure Ertl has done their homework and know more than I do, but um, it just seems like there'd be a market for that. Hey Steve, how's it going? Yeah, it's the Polish company. Yeah, that's exactly who it was. Yeah, you only see forestry stuff in 50th scale, and that yeah, there's got to be a market in 64 scale for that. Ertl and Speckcast are doing nice things, which I like, but now I have a bit of a problem. I want it all, and as soon as I buy a new printer, this happens. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's definitely how it goes. Taking the night off from working on tractors, nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you just gotta have a break. I'm probably not gonna work on too much tonight. I got some real work I gotta do. But I did paint up. I did spray some paint here on quite a few projects actually before the live started. I'm finally getting around to making some scraper pans. Those K-Tech scraper pans I did a few years ago, and I only kind of let a few of those go out the door. And I thought, okay, it's time to build out the rest of these units and move some down the line because I don't know. I kind of want a variety of stuff. Um, for the shows this summer, I want like maybe some different things on my table. So I'm thinking some scraper pans would be cool. I'm kind of getting together with my buddy Jay Rolchin, and I'm gonna get some of his mounted and pull type tile plows that he's doing. Of course, I'll have some of Taylor Foster's tile plows as well. So um, yeah, just kind of branching out a little bit. Like that's part of selling at farm toy shows is when you go and you kind of see what works and what doesn't. And maybe you just kind of switch it up a little bit. So we're switching it up a little bit. Oh yeah, Jerry. Well, welcome to the club. Yeah, it's a big world. It really is. Yeah, I mean, it can be staggering a little bit. Like the first time, especially if you get to go to one of the big toy shows or something like that, it's kind of crazy. John Deere 530 wide fronts. Yeah, that might be a tricky find right now. I don't know. Um, hmm. I'll keep my eye peeled for you though if I can come across some. If I make it over to B&B at some point in the next week or so, there's a chance they've got some stashed away somewhere. Yeah, it would be easy to get overwhelmed if you're just jumping in. Um, yeah, I don't have any advice for that. It's just fun. Just jump in and have a good time. Yeah, no problem. Always glad to keep my eye out for stuff if anybody needs anything, because I know how that goes, looking for something and not able to find one or 10, like, which is how that is when you're building out stuff. It's like, I don't know, 2 years ago at Lafayette, I was looking, no, it was a year ago at Lafayette. I was looking for John Deere 5020s, and I found like two in the whole show. And now Ertl has re-released the John Deere 5020, and I'm like, yeah, sure, of course. After I went on a wild goose chase for like a year trying to find them. Need about four of them. Okay, yeah, I'll see what I can do. Never know. Just got done working on a new K620. Cool. Very nice. Did I ever put steering axle on the Trident? Not yet. I've taken it over to the workbench about two different times uh, to start tearing into it, and then I don't know, I get distracted with another project or something like that. So customize 164 scale case Agra King. That'd be kind of cool. Actually, did I think I've done two 64 scale Agra Kings. Um, I did them for Eric Hazelhorst, and I think he was he needed them for a client, and so he kind of sent me hey, can you do these? I did cab glass and steerable front end and tire swap, all that sort of thing. They turned out pretty nice, I think. Yeah, those the 5010 and 5020s looked great that you did. They were really cool actually. I was um, definitely admiring those. I love me some 5020 though. Man, I just do. Like it's one of my favorite tractors. I think I say that about every tractor, but where'd you get that four-wheel drive Challenger you showed in the video not too long ago? I made it. Here, let me grab it. Uh, so, um, this started life as an Ertl Challenger, except for this front end, which was off a spec cast track tractor. So I took one of their track tractor front ends and I basically grafted it onto this tractor. Same thing with the 3-point hitch in the rear end. This all comes from the track tractor as well. So um, from SpecCast. So it's kind of an Ertl SpecCast combo tractor. I need to touch up the hood a little bit there, but that's kind of the way it goes sometimes. And then of course the wheels and tires are from Chucky. I actually took these tires or these wheels, I'm sorry, and I actually flipped them just because I thought it looked cool that way, and then painted them, painted the centers on them and everything just to kind of make them pop a little bit. Have I done a review on the mock till? You know, I did a video for it, and I think the video wouldn't upload. So maybe I need to do a video on the mocktail. Do you 3D print all of your buildings? I actually don't 3D print any of my buildings. They're styrene and balsa wood, basically, or base wood, depending on what I can get my hands on. And actually, I don't really make my buildings. I have people do that for me. It's just one of those things. If I had to make my own buildings, I would never have the time to make them. They would never get done. So I kind of stick with tractors and implements. So where did I get my pin vise? I just got it off of Amazon. I couldn't find one locally, and I couldn't find one, I don't know, within 50 miles of here. So I just ordered off Amazon. Um, I don't know. I've got two or three of them now. They seem to work pretty good. I will say for drill bits, you might want to try to get like something from Micromark or something like that. They're just a little more durable than like the Amazon drill bits. But I mean, the Amazon drill bits will work too, as far as micro drill bits go. If you need something real small, I have one forage harvester, and it's actually it's at my shop at my office. And Scratch Cast built it, and that's the only forage harvester I have. That might be something I should get a few more of. And yes, Clay, I have done a couple Agra Kings in the past. It's been quite a while though, and I don't have them close by to show me. They're actually in my office. Actually, two of them are with Eric Hazelhorse, and then I think one is still at my office. I think I did one for myself. I like the Agra Kings. Those are cool tractors. I think what I did is I took the wheels and tires off of an authentic 4450. Back when you could still get those and not pay a fortune, and I swapped them onto that tractor. I think it turned out pretty good. If I remember correctly, I had to bore out the axle holes to get those to work. But do you know anything about cane harvesters? Not really. Um, I've only seen one in real life in person, and that was up at the John Deere Pavilion. They had one, and that's the only. Or no, that let me think about that. Actually, that was a cotton harvester. I don't know that I've ever seen one in real life. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about them. I've got one from C&D Models that they brought out years ago, and I think that's all I got as far as cane harvester goes. They look cool. I think cane harvesters look pretty awesome. So Pete's are the way to go. Well, that's what I'm running on my farm or on the model farm. We're gonna run nothing but Pete's. So these are all DCP, die cast promotion. That's where all the Pete's come from. So you can get them. You can get them. A lot of farm toy dealers carry them. You can find them all over the place online and eBay, places like that. So, oh, white road boss would be cool. We have on the real farm. We've got a couple white semis. They're kind of cool. What should I customize? Whatever you got. Whatever you got in front of you. Yeah, DCP prices. Woo. They took a jump, which when you look at one of these, here, let's just pull this guy out. Actually, I got this one that's super dirty right now. Let's use him. When you look at these and you think of all of the different toolings and things that had to go into making this, it's kind of amazing that it's as cheap as it is. I think so. I don't know, but yeah, I mean I don't know what a set's going to run now, or they're probably they're expensive, but they're cool. I don't know. I like them. I think they did an awesome job on them. I don't have a ton of experience with them, to be honest with you, with the PIM semis. I've seen some that look pretty nice, but I just don't have a ton of experience with those. and I don't think I have any in my collection. Oh yeah, Big Bud 747 is awesome. That's a cool tractor. I'm actually customizing one right now, and I mean I use that right now loosely. I have one that is the wheels are off of it. How about that? Trucks by themselves are $50. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, they're pricey. That's why I don't have a bunch of DCP because excuse me, yawning. Because yeah, they're pricey for sure. Just bought a 747 at auction today. Nice. You will not be disappointed. Those things are sweet. Did you get the one with the classic old school duels, or did you get the one with the new LSWs on it? Because I think they're both awesome. I didn't like the LSWs at first, and then I don't know. I thought it looked cool. Have a YouTube channel making a square nose. Basically, I will definitely check that out. That sounds awesome. Old school, cool. Yeah, I'll for sure check that out. Like a lot of times, what I do when I'm assembling tractors or kits or whatever is I just throw on farm toy YouTube channels, have a good time watching them. So, so I don't know how, but I feel like I somehow made my display messier during this live. If that makes any sense at all. Let's see. Let's get it over here for now. This really needs to just go on the shelf. Let's see. Let's save them over here for right now. These guys, I don't know what we're gonna do for sure. We're gonna take some pictures of that tractor and that mocktail. That's one of the things we're gonna do. Wheel loader available for purchase? No. Um, no, that stays on the display. Those you can, like I said, you can get those on eBay, and they're not very expensive for as nice as they are. I was pretty impressed with them, really. Oh, nice. Two L9000s turned them into silage trucks. That sounds cool. Yeah, I've got some L9000s sitting here actually. Um, I got a deal on them, and the thing was like they were, I don't know, I don't want to call them mistakes, but like they were uh, sort of a weird forbidden fruit thing, and so um, the basically I could get them, but I couldn't sell them unless I repainted them, stripped off the logo and all that sort of stuff, and repainted them. So I've got like a whole case of those stripped and ready to build back up if I ever get around to doing it. What should I put on my Case IH 600? Ooh, I don't know. You're gonna need something big for that. I mean, a mocktail. This is a 600 is a bit overkill. This needs like 4.25 horsepower, roughly. I think something like that. Mocktail would look cool. Um, I don't know, big ripper. I know Earl's brought out a couple big rippers here in the last few years. One of those would look cool. Or if you want to do something custom, oh, Coon Tillage. Yeah, Coon Tillage tool would look cool. You are not wrong. Yeah, that would look pretty sweet. I hope we see more stuff from Coon in the future. I mean, I have no idea if we will, but I think that'd be cool. I love that SpecCast has really kind of latched onto some of the short line companies, like Kinsey and Kuhn and Elmer's and um, people like that. I just love that we're seeing a lot of this short line equipment now. I think it's incredible. I kind of got to give them credit for taking a little bit of a leap of faith there and doing that sort of thing because Ertl likes to play it safe, and that's okay. I get it. But SpecCast, smaller company, and I think they can. Um, I think they can try some things sometimes that maybe Ertl wouldn't necessarily because I think Ertl has to make the math work. Where I think SpecCast can rarely say we're going to see what happens with this, and so they did that. Do you spray paint custom farm equipment? Absolutely. I spray paint. I mean, like I said, I just spray painted a bunch of pieces before I started this live. Um, I've got a little paint booth with a vent, and um, yeah, I'm pretty much painting every day. Great Plains drills would be awesome. Oh yeah, I would love to see that. I agree. Elmer's grain cart would look pretty sweet on that 600. Yeah, I mean I'm a Landau guy, so yeah, I'd love to see some Landau tillage. Yes, yes, we do custom fertilizer and anhydrous. So you can see some of the anhydrous nurse tanks here. Here's one of our small spreaders. I'm working on some bigger, sort of custom farming type equipment for Dogtown. I've got some anhydrous. I've got a Blue Jet anhydrous bar that's from Circle C that I got off their Shapeways store and put together. I think I'm gonna do a couple DMI bars as well, just so I can. Do you have any of the new T8? I do not have any of those T8s yet. I'd like to get my hands on one, at least to do a review. Do you know if they ever made a New Holland 2115 forage harvester? I don't think so. You'd have to go custom to get one of those. I think Greenlight could step up their game making farm. I agree. I don't know. Greenlight is weird, to put it nicely. Because like half those things they brought out in the Down on the Farm series were not licensed. So yeah, I'm just not sure what they're gonna do. How do you get sheds from Nate's Farm Toys? I don't know. I mean, back when I needed them, I just messaged him, but I know Nate's been crazy busy, and so I don't know if he's building for others right now or not. I have no idea. I haven't talked to Nate for a little bit. I need to shoot him a message because he's a good guy. Speccast doing manure equipment and heavy on grain carts. I think I would love to see some balzer equipment. That'd be sweet. Yeah, you bet. Need to get nitrogen. Get a nitrogen applicator for my farm. Yeah, I need to get off my rear end, and I've got I've got some Nutramax applicator kits, and I just dread the thought of putting them together because they're about a million small pieces, and I don't know. I need to do that. I got one in a box for Chris Buchanan, so hopefully Buchanan Farms will have one here pretty quick. Done a lot of customs to Greenlight over the years. Yeah, that's cool. I did. Yeah, I don't have it here with me. I did. I used their international tractor to make a really nice 2+2. I kind of took part Ertl and part Greenlight and made a really nice 2+2 that had cab glass and all that sort of thing. It was sweet. Turned out good. And I've done a lot of their custom trucks because their trucks are nice. John Deere green paint. Um, just wherever. You can get them at like um, Farm and Home Supply, Tractor Supply, your John Deere dealer. Ace Hardware has a John Deere green paint, but it's kind of it's not quite John Deere green, so I wouldn't recommend it. What large single should you run on an 8970? Hmm. Hmm. I don't know, some 800 series from Mini Toy Truck and Tractor, or maybe some like 900s um, from Chucky, some of his 900 Michelins. Trying to think of what like an old school number would be, like a 35L35, but I'm not sure that would look super good. on I don't know if that would look great on a 70 series. I don't. Yeah, that's a good question. What should I do to customize a John Deere 9630T? Handrails for sure. Maybe a 3-point hitch. Um, Flasher beacons would be great on that tractor. Maybe you could put some more realistic weights on the front. Something like that is always kind of fun. Really dresses up tractor. Should I start making farm toys to sell as a middle schooler? I've discovered I'm very good at making 1/16 scale Ford heavy customs. I have had several people want them. I say give it a try and see what happens. You never know. Um, don't burn yourself out on it. So maybe take it easy at first and just kind of ease into it and see what's going to happen. But I don't know. Give it a try. Where would be a good place to find a front loader kit to put on a tractor? So probably shapeways.com is going to be your best bet. I know there are a couple loader kits over there that you can put together, and that's probably the best place to get one, I think. Oh my gosh, yeah, that 2800 cart would be huge. Where would Dogtown be located? West Central Illinois. Do you have a Prestige Farmall 656? I do not. What are brand names of quality toys I should be looking for? So, in the farm toy world, you've got the two big guys are Spec Cast and Ertl. I mean, Ertl's the elephant in the room, of course. I think Spec Cast always does a little nicer detail than Ertl, but not necessarily always. If you're looking for 16 scale, Ertl's going to have your biggest selection for sure. SpecCast has a really great selection of muscle tractors, so there's that. You know, um, Ertl is heavy with like John Deere Case IH, and SpecCast is a lot of Agco products. And then if you're doing 64 scale, I think both are excellent. Obviously, SpecCast the detail is way better than Ertl in general, but both do a pretty dang good job of making a nice tractor. There's a company Scale Models. They don't really produce much anymore. I don't know if they produce anything anymore, to be honest with you. Um, some of their tractors, particularly their four-wheel drives, are pretty desirable as far as collectible. They're all die cast. They're super heavy, but they're not very detail orientated, and you're going to pay up for them for sure. So Fordson tandem tractors, something good. I feel like something would be after no market for them anymore. Yeah, so the farm toy market is it's tricky to kind of nail down what's hot, what's out there, what you need to be building, um, that's going to be popular and things like that. It's tricky to do custom farm toys and make decent money. I mean, it can definitely be done, but like I said, it's tricky. It takes some experience basically. Like I said, I think you just kind of got to do it and see what happens. Yeah, the 656 is, yeah, you don't see too many of those around really. Is aluminum foil good? I mean, I guess it depends on what you need it for, but I mean, sure. Do you have any big iron farm show edition tractors? I do not. I live in Tennessee. Toy tractors are hard to find here. Where can I find more? So yeah, probably online is going to be your best bet if you live in a place where there aren't a lot of toy tractors. Um, bnbfarmtoys.com. Check out on Instagram Farm Toys for You. He's great. Um, Outback Toys is fine. I mean, some people don't particularly like uh, Outback Toys, but I've always had. It isn't like them because they're big, I think, and to some extent they set the market. But I've always had great experiences with them. Is aluminum foil good to put on balsa wood for roof. Maybe. I don't know. Might try it. I've never seen that before, but it might be worth a try. Could look awesome. Who knows? You might be right there, Smith Model Farms. Do I like Ertl? I do. Yeah. I mean, look at how many Ertl tractors are here on my display. Yeah, I like Ertl. I think they do fine. I think sometimes they tend to lack in detail, but that's what I like doing is adding detail. So, how do you make beacons on a tractor without a 3D printer? Well, probably the best thing for you to do is to get like solid styrene rod, or maybe even you could probably even do it out of wood rod. Heck, and then just cut it to the size you want, and then take a file and file it. Excuse me, to the shape of a beacon. I think that would work fine. Yeah, Ertl Prestige, their lineup right now, they're doing awesome. I mean, super impressed with what Ertl's doing right now. Should I get an Alice Chalmers 7045 from Ertl? They're nice tractors. They're nice tractors. I like them. I'd recommend it. All right, guys. I'm getting the battery low message. It lasted longer than I thought it would, to be honest with you. But unfortunately, that means I'm going to have to hit the road pretty quick here. Uh, Otherwise, we're going to lose our our stream. We really want to get into Oliver combines and equipment, then go into small implements. There's a big market for Oliver. Oliver guys are loyal and they don't mind spending money. Are you going to sell any more seed tenders? Probably is the answer to that. Probably. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Tad. Like I said, check out TNC Toy Tractors, guys. Love what he's doing over there. He's a great guy, so check him out. Yeah, it was nice talking to y'all too. I really appreciate y'all stopping by. Like I said, it's been a rough week. It was fun to talk tractors for a little bit, guys. So thank you all so much. Yeah, I need to get I'm getting the constant low battery flash. So yeah, I guess I better get going. Thank you all so much, though. Have yourselves an awesome day. Happy tractor hunting.